This was the relation u and v, object distance u and image distance v, and the radius of curve r. We have discussed this. Today we are discussing denser to rarer medium. It means object lies in denser medium. It is coming out to the rarer medium. Here relation must be mu1 and mu2 must be exchanged upon mu2 upon minus u, mu1 upon v, mu1 minus mu2 upon r. Let us derive this. So this is the object here O. This is OA incident ray, alpha angle of incident. This is the perpendicular here AM, and this is the normal here. See the central from denser to rarer medium. That is moving from. Then what will happen? The ray bends away from the normal. Denser to rarer medium, this ray is bending away from the normal. So it is moving away from the normal, and this is the final image here. So these are the alpha, beta, gamma angles, and with normal, incident with normal, this angle is called I, incident angle R. Now here problem may come, because if we are writing mu2 upon mu1, it will be, so right here mu2 and angle here is I. So we are writing here for this case mu2 sin I equal to, directly you can write, we know, Snell's law. So mu2 here angle is I, mu1 and angle sin R. So we can write here mu1 sin R. Angles are small, as angles are sin I with I, so it will become mu2I mu1R. This is equation 1. mu2I and mu1R, this is the relation. We know. Find out the value of I and R in terms of alpha, beta and gamma. See the figure here, OAC. Angle OAC, see figure, gamma is equal to minus alpha. Gamma is the exterior angle, so gamma minus alpha, and R is equal to plus. Okay, and it's the same thing, exterior angle rarer to denser medium. This was the result. If we are moving from denser to rarer medium, then return mu2, they exchange the position. We are going to derive this. And in the denser medium, image is here. In the rarer medium, this is also real convex surface, but we are moving, or ray is moving from denser. In this case, we know Snell's law, mu2, the same side sin I, mu1, this side sin R. Angles are small, we can write sin I and sin R is R. So here we are putting the value of I and R. See the triangle in the figure OAC, Gamma is exterior, so I is equal to gamma minus alpha, and R is exterior, so R is equal to gamma plus beta. We are putting the values I and R in this equation 1. Putting this value here, mu 2 I means here gamma minus alpha, beta plus gamma. As the angles are again small, we can put the value of side tan alpha, tan beta, tan gamma. Tan gamma means am upon mc. So here am upon mc, tan alpha am upon mo, tan beta am upon m, and am upon m. If the aperture is small, then we have to write the distance from P. P is the pole here, so we can write here MC, PC, MO is PO, MI is PI. So we are writing here PC, PI and PC. Here the sign convention, this distance and this distance both are negative and this is positive. As per the sign convention, distances are measured in the direction of incident ray positive, in the opposite direction negative. So putting the sign convention here, so PC can be written as minus R, POH minus U, PIH plus V plus this minus R. Writing here mu1, mu2, one side R, one side here. In that case, what will happen? Here mu1, this side minus, this side comes here plus mu1 and minus mu2 upon R, mu2 upon minus U and plus this mu1 upon V. So this is the final result here. Definitely mu1 and mu2 are exchanges here. In all cases, denser to rarer medium, we are getting this result. In rarer to medium, all cases, we are getting this result. So it should be clear, just learn this, because if you are going to derive any relation, it is true for all cases rare to denser, and this is true for all cases of denser to rarer medium. Convex surface, concave surface, real image, virtual image, whatever it is. So here, this is the main thing, rare to denser, denser to rarer medium. This is the formula for this case, denser to rarer medium. Got this point? Now, suppose there are two surfaces, if you combine them, like this is called convex lens, or two surfaces combination. Suppose here, this is the case, first case, and this is the second case. Suppose we combine, it will become rarer, means air like this. Here, okay. Here, this is the case. O object, O is the incident ray, and mu1 air, mu2 here glass, mu2 here glass, and again mu1 A. So OA is the incident ray. OA is the incident ray, and this is the point P1 pole, and this is the pole for second surface. Let us discuss X P1 Y and X P2 Y. So this surface is convex surface. First surface is convex surface. We are looking from this side to this glass convex. If now it is moving from denser to rarer medium, this is the case. So first surface is this case. Second surface X denser to rarer medium. In that case, what will happen? It bends. O is the incident ray, AB is the refracted ray. Suppose this second surface is not here, then what will happen? It should move, and this is the intermittent first surface. But it is here, so denser to rarer medium, it should move away from the normal. It means here this is the final image. mu1 A. So we can say this is the object distance, and this is the final image distance, and this is the intermittent image distance I dash. Now discuss this. See, this is the case. Combination of two, that's why I repeated this. Then rarer to denser, first case, first surface is this. Again repeating this. This is the first surface X P1Y, and this is the object. Suppose this is the case here, air to glass. First case, object in air, image is forming here, this is the case. So O and I dash is the image here. But suppose this is not the case, second surface comes here, X P2Y, and in that case this is the glass and this is the air. What will happen? Glass to air, denser to rarer. So this is the case. If we combine these two, for convex lens, there are two surfaces. First surface is this case, rarer to denser medium. Second case, denser to rarer medium. So if the combination like this, we are getting this result. See clearly, first case. What is first case? Just you tell me here, air to glass, rarer to denser medium. This is the first surface X P1Y. And what is the formula for first surface? This is the same formula. Here mu1 for first surface, first X P1Y. Formula here is mu1 upon minus u plus mu2 equal to mu2 minus mu1 upon suppose radius r1 for first surface. What is V? V is not V. It is final for second surface. V dash is the image here. For first surface minus u, this is the object distance. V dash is the image distance. R1 is the radius of curvature for first surface. Suppose here for second surface, for surface X P2Y, denser to rarer than this formula. We are taking this formula here. So mu2 upon u. What is u here? U is this not image, intermittent image for first surface. It will act like object for the second surface. So this V dash can be treated as the object distance, and final image distance is V. So V dash is the object distance for second surface, and V is the final image distance, final distance. So here we are writing V dash. We are writing V dash. V dash is what? Minus. Minus U means V dash. And now mu1 upon V. Final image is V. Mu1 upon now R. R is the suppose radius R2. So now these are the two equations. This is the equation first and this is the equation second. Simple difference here is V dash. V dash is the intermittent image distance. For first surface it is the image distance. For second surface it is treated like the virtual object for the second surface. So we are taking this is object and final image distance is V. Radius R1 for first surface, radius R2 for second surface. They may be equal also R1 R2. They may be different also. They may be equal also. So now see the two equations and two cases. I am running all the other cases now. Here there are two equations. What is the case here? We combine the two surfaces. In case of convex lens, there are two surface combination. For first surface, this is the case. We have written the same equation. For the second surface, denser to rear medium, we have written the second equation. Here, only difference here is V dash. For first surface, it is the image. It is acting like virtual object. So we have written these two equations. Yes. Any question for equation 1 and 2 and this figure? Yes, please. Any question? There are two surfaces, there are two cases differently we have seen, and these both the cases are very easy. If we combine them, we are using for first surface this, for second surface this. Yes, please. Got this point? इसके बाद बात इजी है, no problem. There are two cases. We have written the equations R1, R2. R1 is R2 is the radius for second surface. If we add these two equations, what will happen? Will cancel out. Adding these two cancel out. Now remaining here is mu1 upon minus u plus mu1 upon v. If we take the common here mu2 minus mu1, getting 1 upon r1, because of this minus sign, we are getting 1 upon r2. Simple addition, nothing is there. Okay. If we are dividing each and every term by mu1, each and every term dividing by mu1, then what will happen? This will become 1 equal to mu2 upon mu1 minus mu1 upon mu1 is 1. Suppose this is the equation 3. Yes, any question up to equation 3. 1 and 2 addition, these v dash can cancel out and remaining is there divided by mu1 to each and every term. We are getting equation 3. Simple. Okay, up to this, there's no problem. Each and only dividing by mu1 to each and every term. Now, suppose from the 10th class knowledge, very basic knowledge, suppose you put the object at infinite. Image is forming at the focus. This is the definition of focus. Suppose here, if you put say u equal to what? Infinite. Suppose u equal to what? What is v? It is that focus 0, 1 upon v means f. So here we can write 1 upon 0 plus 1 upon infinite means 0. We are getting this figure. If we see here, it is called lens. If we see here, this one, it is called the lens maker formula. So here topic is lens maker formula. Formula for convex lens. Similarly for concave lens also. And lens maker formula, these are two different things. Repeating this, lens maker formula and lens formula, these are two different things. Suppose we are going to test the, and by after the testing he gave us number left right. Say the lens maker with the power suggested by the doctor, here simple glass, ordinary glass, he curve it just by adjusting, because mu2 is of glass, mu1 is air, glass and air, there is no other medium. एयर में देखेंगे ग्लास के थ्रू, so specs glass, mu2 is fixed, mu1 fixed. Simply by to he is adjusting or making the focal length, 1 upon focal length is the power. So this positive power as well as negative power can be made in the ordinary glass by adjusting the values of R1 R2. For different left and right eye, he adjusted radius R1 R2 in this way. Computer wraps it, giving the signal, and the ordinary glass will get the power as per requirement of the eye. So this is called lens maker. Different, we'll discuss separately. We have the lens maker formula because it is helpful for the lens making person. As per the given suggested by the power, focal length is adjusted, so mu2, mu1, you know, R1, R2 by adjusting the values R1, the power required and positive power also for reading and the negative power also for length object. Got this? Why it is called lens maker formula we have explained, and what is the lens maker formula? Just putting these two surfaces here, is put like this, what will happen? It will become the concave surface. The simple, these two equations, simple. So formula is normally repeating question, normally comes in the board exam. Note it down. Any question? Yes, please. It or not? Now let us see. Let us discuss this different cases. Like what? First case, if the its radius R1 R2 is same, R1 and R2 both are equal. This is called biconvex lens. As in the lab we have seen, these are the lenses. In 10th class also, lenses radius of curvatures are same. In that case, this is the left side. R1 is what positive R. This is the second surface here, so R2. If we say R is same, it will cancel out, give you 0 power, but nothing like that. Say 1 upon, or F is the focal length, mu2 of glass, mu1 is here 1 minus 1. What is 1 upon R1? R1 is positive, so 1 by R minus 1 by minus R. It means this added up. So we are not getting the other 2 upon R. focal length here is not infinite, power not zero. It is not zero. Length and power also not zero. This term is not zero. It is minus. Okay, simple case. Suppose one more case. In summer season, we are using the in goggles. Should I rub this? This very simple case. Suppose here equal to mu of glass upon 1 air. See, this is the goggle here. Like in goggles, curved surfaces. In curved surfaces, what is plus R? What is R2 is also plus R. They put minus 1 upon positive R, this will cancel out, and it is what? Power. So power would be 0. If power is 0, it means the best glass goggles is the, we can have the glass but power 0, without power. If suppose, and we using the goggles, power should be 0, powerless. If power is there, he or she cannot wear the goggles. This thing in both the cases, power will become 0 because 1 upon R, R1 is positive, R2 is positive, or maybe this way, R1 is negative, R2 is negative, they cancel out. First thing and the foremost thing, important thing here, power must be 0. Goggle power should be 0. Suppose another case, if we are putting the lens in water instead of air, then what will happen? Also very important. Note down this. Just note down this case also. Very simple, but note down. Important. Suppose here, this is also repeated question in bold. In air, focal in air, suppose or this. Suppose this is the length here, radius R1, R2, both are same lateral, and focal length suppose given 10 centimeter. Let suppose we put it in air, in where the glass in air, the glass in water. In that case, I am writing for air 1 upon S, air upon this minus 1, 1 upon R, minus 1 upon R is what? Plus R. So we can write here mu of G, means 1.5 or 3 by 2, minus 1, 2 upon R, this is equation 1, 1 half air. Suppose you put here in the water, then in that case F of water means focal length of the same length in water, mu of glass upon mu of water minus 1. This is again 2 upon R. Mu of glass means 3 by 2. Mu of water means 4 by 3. So we are getting here 9 by 8 minus 1, 2 upon R, 2 upon R. If suppose equation 2, equation 1 divide kar, equation 2 by 1, we are getting F of water, F of air, how much? 2 upon R cancel out. So we are getting here 1 by 8 and here 0.5. So 0.5 or 1 by 2 and here 1 by 8, we are getting 4. It means focal length in water becomes 4 times focal length in air. This is very important question here and very simple question. Many times it is repeated. Simply write down the length because formula for in case of air, in case of water, divide by this, we are getting this result. Very important result. Just learn it. In water, focal length will become 4 times. Suppose 10 is given, it will become 40. Or suppose it is 5, it will become 20. 4 times. In water, the focal length of the same length becomes 4 times. Just learn this. This is very important result. Note down this and learn it also.